DJ Lee's Red Carpet Fun and Photos. Looking for that favorite photo for your 15th backdoor event or even a wedding? Call right now. Call DJ Lee's at 972-897-9283. Photography photo booth that comes to you. It's a mobile unit. We stay far from start to finish. Prints from 4x6s, 5x7s, 8x11 and a half. DJ Lee's Red Carpet Fun Photos. For more information, please call or text 972-897-9283.
LF Productions is gearing up once again to bring you the best. LF Productions has brought you the very best in Tejano performances by Shelly Lares, Ram Herrera, Stephanie Montiel, La Tropa F, and many others. LF Productions always gives away tickets for our live performances. LF Productions will bring you more live entertainment, including Michael Salgado, La Mafia, Jay Perez, and many more performances Tejano Music has to offer. Follow LF Productions on Facebook and all radio social media for up-and-coming events. LF Productions.
When shopping for insurance, you want somebody who has great customer service, that's bilingual and has great rates. Mike Gonzalez with MGA Insurance Group is here at your service. Call him at 214-613-4050 for a free quote. MGA Insurance Group has policies for any type of risk. You don't have a driver's license? No problem. MGA Insurance has a solution for you. Please call 214-613-4050 and ask for Mike Gonzalez or visit him at 2765 East Trinity Mills Road, Suite 203 in Carrollton, Texas. Also, visit the website at mgainsgrp.com. Need a professional DJ and MC service? Well, look no further. DJ Ramon has been rocking the dance floor since 1986. Providing professional DJ sound and lighting, as well as English and Spanish MC service. Orale. Playing from old school to new school in all your favorite Tejano jams and more. For more information, log on to DJRamonDFW.com. That's DJRamonDFW.com.
Hey everybody, this is Ram Herrera.
Hola amigos, les habla Chente Barrera.
Hi, this is Peter Trujillo and you're jamming to Tremendous Thursdays on Rocket Radio Latino.
Hello everybody, I'm Mike Garreal. I'm Lee Garreal and we are Los Desperados. Hey, what's up? The Metroplex, this is our...
¿Qué tal amigos? Les habla Dave Ferias. Join me Thursdays from 8 to 10 on Facebook live stream on Rocket Radio Latino with your host, Little Frankie, Zumba Chica, and DJ Ramon. We'll see you there.
Oh, yeah, My Rocket Radio, Tremendo Thursdays, man. It's time to get another Thursday night party started. That's right.
That's right. Welcome. It's Tremendo Thursday. Hope everyone's been having a great Thursday today. Welcome. Want to send a quick shout out to Debbie Hernandez. Shut it down in the house. Also going out to Daniel. Daniel said he hasn't been here in a while. Actually, neither have we.
Yeah. We actually we took last week off because of Thanksgiving. Want to wish everybody a belated happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, everybody had plenty to eat and spend time with your loved ones and so forth. And now we're back. But before then, we were doing some. We did some shows. A couple of shows before then.
Yeah.
Little Frankie is not going to be in the studio today, but he is still trying to. Work hard for the money. You know, he does 9 to 5, really 9 to 9. He's got a new song coming out, working 9 to 9. So anyways, Little Frankie's not going to be in the house today. We do have an awesome interview lined up with you guys today. Sunny Sauceda at 8:30 Central Standard Time. We'll be actually interviewing Sunny Sauceda. And, man, he is just one awesome individual, multi-talented, great voice. Maestro del acordeón. I'm telling you, he is a master accordion player. So, man, and they put on an awesome show, him and his band. If you have not seen one of their shows, you are missing out. But we'll be catching up with him about 8:30, seeing what he's up to, what he's got planned for the 2023 upcoming year, and so forth.
We're excited. We're excited.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's get the party started. Zuma, you got any more shout-outs or anything? We're ready to get the party started on a Tremendo Thursday. Oh, yeah. Coming at you something lo más reciente of Mr. Art Tejarina. Séñame. By Rocket Radio, Tremendo Thursday, DJ Ramon.
Zumba Chica.
Having fun on a Thursday night. Make sure you share the feed. Let everyone know where the party's at. Make sure you catch us on YouTube as well.
Regresé donde nunca hubo dolor, solo sentí amor. Un lugar donde todas las heridas sanaron. Soy feliz porque estoy en nuestro mundo, amor universal. Me cuidas, yo sufrí por un amor, pero a mi corazón llegó serenidad. Ven y sáname, sana el corazón, ven y sana mi dolor. Fuiste resurrección, tú eres fuerte pasión, mi solución. Ven y sáname, sana el corazón, ven y sáname mi amor. Me quedo contigo, tu amante, tu amigo, sanando mi dolor.
Oh, yeah. My Rocket Radio, Tremendo Thursdays. Coming at you something from Randy Nav featuring Luis A.G. La Última Mentira. I love this song right here.
Pintaron mala imagen de mí, diciéndoles a todos que te hice sufrir. Tú no buscas lástima con tus lágrimas. Sé que te encanta jugar a la víctima en cada caso, fingiendo tu sufrir en mis fracasos, sabiendo que realmente nunca te importó. Les puedes contar que te hice llorar, les puedes decir que no fuiste feliz, puedes gritar que no te aprecié, puedes decirles que no te valoré, les puedes contar que yo te engañé, les puedes decir que yo te traicioné. Inventa de mí la última mentira y dile a todo el mundo que no te supe amar, pero tú sabes la verdad.
Te encanta jugar la víctima en cada caso, fingiendo tu sufrir en mis fracasos, sabiendo que realmente nunca te importó.
Les puedes contar que te hice llorar, les puedes decir que no fuiste feliz, puedes gritar que no te aprecié, puedes decirles que no te valoré, les puedes contar que yo te engañé, les puedes decir que yo te traicioné.
Inventa de mí la última mentira
Y dile a todo el mundo que no te supe amar, pero tú sabes la verdad.
amanecer. Te quiero tanto, tanto, que ya no sé qué hacer. Quiero ser el rayo de luz que tus ojos ven cada amanecer.
Oh yeah, my Rocket Radio, tremendo Thursday. Shout out going out to little Frankie, working hard for the money. Shout out to Madison Pulido, just logged in. And make sure you send any new music you have, Madison, to Tremendo Thursdays at gmail.com. Tremendo Thursdays at gmail.com.
Vida mía, hace tiempo que no te digo que te quiero. A veces tiemblo y después me desespero. Lo que siento es lo más grande para mí. Vida mía, es mi anhelo yo poderte y demostrarte. No es suficiente solamente con tocarte. Ya no puedo decirte más mi amor. No hay, no hay, no hay, no hay, no hay palabras para decirte que te quiero. Vida mía, es mi anhelo yo poderte demostrarte. No es suficiente y solamente con tocarte. Ya no puedo decirte más mi amor. No hay, no hay, no hay, no hay, no hay palabras para decirte que te quiero. No hay, no hay, no hay, no hay, no hay palabras para decirte que te quiero. Adelante sin mí no es posible, porque yo te quiero a ti. Oh, oh, oh. Me enseñaste a vivir y hoy me dejas morir. Como es que te perdí para volver a ganar tu amor. Necesitas más en mí. Dame valor, dame valor. Sweet baby, sweet baby, sweet baby. Dame tu amor para volver a ganar tu amor.
Oh yeah, my Rocket Radio, Tremendo Thursday is coming at you. Grammy-nominated Grupo, Latin Grammy-nominated Grupo Alamo, featuring the vocals of Mark Ledesma.
Ámame, bésame, demuéstrame que aún sientes amor por mí. Yo ya no quiero sufrir, no volveré a caer en tus redes. Eras tú, mi amanecer, y un día te fuiste. decir adiós. Dame una razón para confiar en lo que me ofreces. Que me necesitas más que ayer, pero es difícil de creer. La confianza que había en mí se fue en busca de ti cuando te perdí. Eras cual pétalo en flor y con tu olvido se marchitó. Que decida mi corazón, porque él fue quien más sufrió.
Oh yeah, Mel Rocker Radio, Tremendo Thursdays. Once again, Grammy nominated, Latin Grammy nominated, Grupo Álamo. Cambié el ritmo un poquito, man, on a Tremendo Thursdays. Coming at you a little bit of Bobby Pulido. Actually, this year winner of the Latin Grammys, Mr. Bobby Pulido, para que baile Mi Pueblo. A little bit of cumbia, Tremendo Thursdays. Get ready for that awesome interview lined up at 8:30 with Mr. Sonny Saceda.
Hay unos que nacen con estrella, dicen, y otros estrellados. Hay unos que tienen siempre compañía y otros soledad. Hay unos que pasan la vida soñando en su penthouse privado. Y hay otros que sueñan 24 horas con la libertad. Y yo que ando en medio siempre de lo bueno y lo malo me digo. Cada quien su sueño, cada quien su vida, lo mío es cantar. Dale que suene la cumbia, para que baile mi pueblo. Es bueno el baile pa' matar las penas, o pa' olvidarlas por un rato al menos. Dale que suene la cumbia, para que baile mi pueblo. Pa' los alegres y los amargados, para los de aquí y los del otro lado, para los que tienen la vaquita atada y pa' los pobres que no tienen nada.
Oh, yeah, once again, this year's Latin Grammy Award winner, Mr. Bobby Pulido, para que baile Mi Pueblo, man. Congratulations going out to Mr. Bobby Pulido. Tremendo Thursdays, My Rocker Radio. Little cumbia.
Hay unos que lloran porque lo que ganan dicen que no alcanza para que la olla y el bolsillo aguante hasta fin de mes. Hay otros que ríen porque tienen tanto que no saben dónde guardar su fortuna, pero así es la vida, que se puede hacer. Y yo que ando en medio siempre de lo bueno y lo malo me digo. Cada quien su sueño, cada quien su vida, lo mío es cantar. Dale que suene la cumbia, para que baile mi pueblo. Es bueno el baile pa' matar las penas, o pa' olvidarlas por un rato al menos. Dale que suene la cumbia, para que baile mi pueblo. Pa' los alegres y los amargados, para los de aquí y los del otro lado, para los que tienen la vaquita atada y pa' los pobres que no tienen nada. Dale que suene la cumbia, para que baile mi pueblo. Es bueno el baile pa' matar las penas, pa' olvidarlas por un rato.
Me voy pero me llevo todo lo que te ofrecí. Si un día dije que te amaba, no lo vuelvo a repetir. Las horas en la madrugada, cuando no podías dormir, ¿quién era la que te acompañaba? La que siempre estuvo ahí. Si me lo hubieras pedido, te juro que yo había corrido hasta el fin del mundo para darte mi mano.
Oh, yeah, coming at you something from the lovely Laura Linda. Once again, my Rocket Radio Tremendo Thursdays. Get ready for that awesome interview lined up with Mr. Sonny Sauceda at 8:30. Only here on Rocket Radio.
Quítame el recuerdo que me dejó. Quítame el vestido, destrúzalo. Bájame del cielo donde me llevó. Bájame de nuevo, súbeme hasta el sol. Quítame esa idea de serle fiel. Quítame el deseo de estar con él. Déjame en la mente ganas de volver a verte. Quítame ese hombre del corazón. Quítame mi cuerpo, su sensación. Ana, quítalo tú. Ana, quítalo tú. Borra con tus labios lo que él besó. Llegue donde nadie jamás llegó. Ana, inténtalo tú. Ana, inténtalo tú.
Oh, yeah, my Rocket Radio, Tremendo Thursdays. We'll be right back with some shout outs. Don't go nowhere.
Hey everybody, this is Ram Herrera. Hola amigos, les habla Chente Barrera.
Hi, this is Peter Trujillo, and you're jamming to Tremendous Thursdays on Rocket Radio Latino.
Hello everybody, I'm Mike Garreal. I'm Lee Garreal, we are Los Desperados. Hey, what's up? The Metroplex, this is Arp.
¿Qué tal amigos? Les habla Dave Ferias. Join me Thursdays from 8 to 10 on Facebook live stream on Rocket Radio Latino with your host, Little Frankie, Zumba Chica, and DJ Ramon. We'll see you there.
Oh, yeah, my Rocket Radio, Tremendo Thursdays. Man, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Like I said, we have that awesome interview lined up at 8:30. Mr. Sonny Sauceda, we're getting ready to get into a little Sonny Sauceda mix. Mr. Squeezebox himself, if you have not had an opportunity to check out Sonny Sauceda, like I said, make sure you check him out when he is in your neck of the woods. But right now, Zumba, we got some shout-outs?
I do. DJ Profess Hero, know how was his birthday?
Man, you know, the birthday weekend, actually, Friday was real good. We went out to Plater's nightclub and had a couple of adult beverages with some good friends of ours, and that's always fun. We go out there. Got to say hi to Roxy out there. And Saturday, well, I had to do a 49th birthday party. So I had to get on the wheels of steel and do a party on Saturday night. And what happened Sunday? Sunday, nothing.
Sunday, you went to Trader's Village.
I went to Trader's Village. Yes, I did a little walk in my old man at Trader's Village. But, you know, besides that, it was fun. Awesome weekend. Happy birthday weekend to me, I guess. Very blessed that God's given me another year to walk on his wonderful green earth.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me now. Mic check, mic check.
Push the button.
I'm pushing the button, yes. But the button does not want to be pushed, I guess. So I'm going to start over. Little Frankie's not in the casa, but he's listening. Also going out to Shut It Down, Daniel Garcia. Thank you for sharing. Going out to Jeannie, DJ Profes Hero, Tony El Tigre, and hopefully my niece Camila is feeling better. Poor baby. So take care of her. Also going out to my sis and brother-in-law Teresa and Renee Rodriguez, my uncle and aunt Robert and Janie Dominguez. Going out to Mr. Oscar G in the house. And of course, Madison Pulido. Thank you for joining, everyone. Don't forget to share the feed. And we hope you're enjoying today, Tremendo Thursday.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you check out the show for the medication time, adult beverage time, shot o'clock. If the interview doesn't run too long, we'll do a shot o'clock, hopefully around 9 o'clock. Yeah, and then we get into that double shot mix. But right now, like I said, we're going to debut, and actually debut, just play back to back to back to back, beat to beat, one more time, otra vez más, another one and another one. Mr. Sonny Sauceda, like I said, he's going to be joining us via phone at 8:30 Central Time.
DJ Ramon's going to mix his music, and we want everybody to be excited before he starts. Yeah, there's something wrong with this button.
Yeah, we have to fix the button.
I think my finger is going to fall off as hard as I'm pushing it down. So DJ Ramon's going to mix some Sonny Sauceda songs to get us ready for the interview. So let's do it.
Oh, yeah, let's get this party started. Once again, like I said, get ready. Let everyone know at 8:30 we'll be doing an interview with Mr. Sonny Sauceda. Oh, yeah, coming at you, a remake. Mr. Sonny Sauceda on the vocals in the squeeze box, El Columpio. If you remember that Reilero song, it's done Tejano style now, thanks to Mr. Sonny Sauceda. Check it out.
¿Cuántas veces te dije llorando, no juegues conmigo, ni me eches mentiras? Porque vas a quedarte en la calle, tirada y perdida, viviendo tu vida. Yo te dije, piensa lo que dices, no ves que la vida es como un columpio. Cuando sube se siente bonito, pero cuando baja eso duele mucho. Ya lo ves, hoy te encuentras perdida, viviendo tu vida y yo muy contento. Quiera Dios que tu cuerpo se seque y que de repente se lo lleve el viento.
Oh, yeah, once again, 8:30, live interview with Mr. Sonny Sauceda.
Puede que por rabia ya no quieras recordarme, pero entiende que mi intención no era dañarte. Si tuviera una chance para reconquistarte, enmendaría los errores que pudieran lastimarte. Te miraría más cada amanecer, me volvería loco de amor. Te besaría más y a tu corazón le pediría perdón. No volvería a dormirme en el silencio sin decirte amor. No volvería a sumirme en la tristeza si te tengo a mi lado. No. momento de ti, día con día me alimento de los besos que me das, que me llenan los pulmones de aire para respirar. Eres mi otra mitad, mi necesidad. Formas parte de mí, por cada una de mis venas viaja esencia de ti, que enrojece hasta mi sangre el color de pasión, y hasta mi corazón te agradece tu amor. Es tu sentir quien abraza todo este bello momento, pues amarte hasta los huesos es mi religión. Ven, acaríciame mi cuerpo, que estoy ardiendo de deseo por atraparte entre mis brazos y para amarte sin descanso. Ven, acaríciame mi cuerpo, deja robarte de tu aliento cada segundo de tu estancia a mi lado aquí en mi almohada.
Oh yeah, back to beat to beat, one more time, otra vez más. Sunny Sauceda. Oh yeah.
Si aún nos queda tiempo para amarnos, si aún puedo intentarlo, dímelo. Si aún nos queda tiempo recuperarlo, aquel amor que por mi culpa se perdió. Te pagué sin pensarlo por error, y ahora me arrepiento al ver que te perdí. Qué difícil es vivir en esta situación. Recuperemos lo perdido, vivamos nueva vida, por favor. Si aún nos queda tiempo, marchémonos muy lejos, vivamos el reencuentro muy lejos de aquí, para hacer nacer de nuevo nuestro amor, nuestro amor.
Oh yeah, man, Zumba, he's got some awesome dance music. Real smooth.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's nice. Nice.
Te pagué sin pensarlo por error, y ahora me arrepiento al ver que te perdí. Qué difícil es vivir en esta situación. Recuperemos lo perdido, vivamos nueva vida, por favor. Si aún nos queda tiempo, marchémonos muy lejos, vivamos el reencuentro muy lejos de aquí, para hacer nacer de nuevo nuestro amor, nuestro amor. Si aún
Oh yeah, my Rocket Radio off the Chameleon album. Si quieres. This is one of my favorite songs he has, man. This is an awesome jam.
Si quieres, me estoy contigo toda la vida hasta que muera. Si quieres, puedo ayudarte a que me quieras, a que me quieras un poco más. Yo me estaría toda la vida siempre contigo. No creas mi vida, que es mentira lo que te digo. Yo me estaría toda la vida siempre a tu lado, porque mi vida estoy de ti enamorado.
de que te quiero, es verdad. Y si me quieres aceptar, no necesitas decir sí, tan solo bésame y sabrás que como loco estoy de ti, enamorado.
DJ Ramon on Rocket Radio.
Desde el momento que te conocí, mi vida entera, mujer, te lo di. Solo mi Diosito nos separará, y allá en el cielo Él nos juntará, porque mi amor, eres todo mi ser, amor que así te hace feliz, nunca lo de perder. Amor que así te hace feliz, nunca lo de perder. Si tú te alejas, yo me moriré, porque no hay nada que en este mundo que me hace sentir la vida como cuando estás junto a mi lado. Por favor, no te vas, porque mi amor, eres todo mi ser, amor que así te hace feliz, nunca lo de perder. Amor que así te hace feliz, nunca lo de perder.
Man, multi-talented Mr. Sonny Sauceda. Got the vocals, got the talent with the squeeze box.
Porque me ves borracho, no creas que es por tu cariño.
Oh yeah, My Rocket Radio, man. Sunny Saucedo on the sweet spots. I love that song right there. Un poquito de cumbia. Once again, get ready for that interview at 8:30, Mr. Sunny Sauceda. Awesome, talented individual.
A mí tus ojos son ventanas donde se mira cada mañana cuando los veo abrir. A mí tu cuerpo me abriga el alma, aunque si invierno no pasa nada, cuando no hay cobija en mí. Ay, corazón, como te quiero, yo soy desierto y tú mi aguacero, siempre me haces sonreír. Ay, corazón, tú eres mi luna, aunque en el cielo ya haya una, hasta estrellas veo en ti. Pa' mí todita, todita, toda, chiquilla linda, mi niña hermosa, la que me deja como loco, como me mira sus ojos y me hace suspirar. Pa' mí todita, todita, toda, chiquilla linda, mi niña hermosa, tú tienes todo lo que quiero, de los pies a tu cabello, no te falta nada más. Tú eres pa' mí todita, toda, la más hermosa.
Oh yeah, My Rocket Radio, tremendo Thursday. Mover el guayín un poquito. On the cumbia style. Something entitled Todo Tu Cariño, Sunny Sauceda. Oh yeah. Cumbia.
Que de mi vida si no te tengo, eternos son los días que enfermo estoy. Sin oír tu voz me muero porque no te tengo el amor. Yo quiero todo de ti. Desde que sale el sol en ti pienso, solo escuchar tu voz yo quiero respirar tu aliento y sepas cuánto yo te quiero y amor. Yo quiero todo de ti. Todo tu cariño, yo quiero todo tu cariño. Mi vida, dame todo lo que es mío. Yo quiero todo tu cariño. Ay, amor, yo quiero todo de ti. Que de mi vida si no te tengo, eternos son los días que enfermo estoy. Sin oír tu voz me muero porque no te tengo el amor. Yo quiero todo de ti. Desde que sale el sol en ti pienso, solo escuchar tu voz yo quiero respirar tu aliento y sepas cuánto yo te quiero y amor. Yo quiero todo de ti. Todo tu cariño, yo quiero todo tu cariño. Mi vida, dame todo lo que es mío. Yo quiero todo tu cariño. Ay, amor, yo quiero todo de ti. Todo tu cariño, yo quiero todo tu cariño. Mi vida, dame todo lo que es mío. Yo quiero todo tu cariño. Ay, amor, yo quiero todo de ti.
Oh yeah, My Rocket Radio, Todo Tu Cariño, Sunny Sauceda. Man. Get ready. About 5 minutes, we got an awesome interview lined up with Sunny Sauceda. This song right here is called The After Party. Oh yeah, I love this song right here, real smooth. Once again, let everyone know where the party's going down tonight. Tremendo Thursday nights.
I wonder if we'll ever find a party that lasts all night. There's a vibe in the city I've never felt before in my life. Let's all rush and flow, make a big time after show party, yeah. If we're gonna get it right, gotta hold each other tight tonight. And the people of the world say, oye baby, oye mami, ¿dónde está la after party?
oye mami, ¿dónde está la after party? You offered a ride, a pleasant surprise. The whip was on point, but it couldn't outshine your eyes. Now I really know why we had a rush to blow, darling, darling. Now we gotta get it right, gotta hold each other tight tonight. And the people will say, oye baby, oye mami, ¿dónde está la after party? Oye baby, oye mami, ¿dónde está la after party? I only want to hold your hand like darkness in the moonlight. And when you wrap your arms around me, I know that's where we should be tonight. Hey, hey, what do you know? Sunny salsa y todo eso. Fíjense con San Antonio, que tu the stage we about to blow. Aquí es puro fuego, there's an after party in the 210. There's an after party in San Antonio, this is the after party.
Oh yeah, My Rocket Radio. Once again, we got Sunny Salceda coming up in just a little bit. Interview. We're gonna pay some bills. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
DJ Lee's Red Carpet Fun and Photos. Looking for that favorite photo for your 15th backdoor event or even a wedding. Call right now. Call DJ Lee's at 972-897-9283. Photography photo booth that comes to you. It's a mobile unit. We stay far from start to finish. Prints from 4x6s, 5x7s, 8x11 and a half. DJ Lee's Red Carpet Fun Photos. For more information, please call or text 972-897-9283.
Don't fall victim to crime. Your security and that of your home or business is very important. Protect your family, house, and business with FMN Systems. FMN Systems specializes in remote digital video recording and home DVR surveillance installations. We offer the most advanced technology for your protection. For peace of mind and security, call FMN Systems at 817-910-8794 or visit fmnsystemscctv.com.
Oh yeah, My Rocket Radio, Tremendo Thursdays. Man, Zumba Chica, we got any shout outs?
We do. We have a few more going out to DJ Ant Casillas, also going out to Mario Espinoza, Napoleon and Esme Sevier, and also going out to Susan Solis, listening all the way from Amarillo. Hope everyone is staying in. I'm sure that's why we have a lot of listeners, because it's cold out there.
Oh yeah, man, this Texas weather is crazy. If man, it's gonna be 70 degrees tomorrow. 70 degrees tomorrow, and we're coming out of 40-degree weather.
I think it was in the 30s earlier this morning.
Yeah, so it is crazy. Make sure you take your vitamin C so that you don't get sick. So or drink plenty of tequila, whatever you prefer. So once again, we're going to get into this interview, Tremendo Thursdays. Make sure you check out the rest of the lineup. We have Emre, the Poodle Party Show with DJ Emre, DJ Jumpman, and Shut It Down every Tuesday. So make sure you check them out. And if you're wanting to be a part of Rocket Radio Latino, make sure you hit me up. And we'll see what we can do, man. Be a part of the Rocket Radio Latino movement. Zumba Chica, we're going to go ahead and dial the phone number. If you just give me a second, we'll get Mr. Sunny Salceda hopefully on the phone after I dial this phone number.
All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Uh-oh, let's try this again.
0818.
All right, we'll get this. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Let me hit him up. All right, I don't know if he recognizes the number, because I called him from a different number earlier. So let me let him know.
We had him from this number. Yeah. So no, we're trying to call him. Because I have several questions to ask him. I don't know if he's been out there to his Google page, but there's something I need for him to clarify for us.
All right.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Hope everyone's having a tremendo Thursday. Tremendo in a good way, of course. All right, let's try again.
Hello. May I speak to Mr. Sonny Sauceda?
This is him.
Hello.
Howdy.
There you go. We can
How
hear
are
you
ya?
now. All right, man.
Right.
We called twice, and we were getting a little worried. But you know what they say, third time's a charm.
I had it on gig mode. I usually have it on gig mode, so I can stay on task, because if not, I will go off on a tangent.
There you go. Well, once again,
different directions.
ladies and gentlemen, live on the phone, we have Mr. Sonny Sauceda. Welcome to the Tremendo Thursday show on Rocket Radio Latino. It's our pleasure, myself, DJ Ramon, of course.
Zumba Chica.
We've actually met you, like I mentioned to you, a couple of times. One time in San Antonio, and this was recently in Fanfare, and then we also met you down in Mission at the My Tejano Awards. And it's always a pleasure to, have an opportunity to speak to you.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having me on your show. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Sonny, I don't know if you're watching the show, if you're logged in, but DJ Ramon is wearing one of your shirts. That's an awesome logo on that shirt.
Thank you. I totally forgot. I'm with the little. We have like 3 littles, so we're getting pulled in all kinds of directions all the time. What is it? It's on YouTube?
We're on YouTube. We're on Rocket. If you go to Rocket Radio Latino, you can see the live feed that's feeding over to the YouTube page. And the shirt I'm wearing is the one that has, it says your name on is Sonny, but the S is the shape of your body, right? You're like lean back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's an awesome design.
Yeah.
Let's start out with that. Did you do that design, or did you have someone kind of come up with that concept and that design?
Actually, one of my friends designed that. Her name is Are you there? I thought I lost you.
No, I'm right here.
One of my friends, Jessica Ladri, designed that. She's from Houston. And she came up with that logo. And so she designed it, 17, 18 years ago now.
Awesome.
Yes, so it was kind of I wanted it to be representing who I was and what I did, and kind of when you see the swoosh with Nike, But I do see you wearing it.
There you go. There you go. We're rocking the shirt. We're rocking the shirt. One of the things that always stands out, I think you as an accordion player, we've actually interviewed numerous accordion artists here on Tremendo Thursday.
We have.
You know, we've done, what do we do? We've done Jaime de Anda. We've interviewed David Farías. We've interviewed David Legarza.
Awesome.
We've interviewed Jesse Turner. Jesse Turner, believe it or not, when we were going to do the interview, he couldn't get reception in the studio that he was at down in South Texas, that he actually drove to a Whataburger, and he got their Wi-Fi to be able to actually do. He did a Zoom to be able to zoom in. But
that is awesome.
Awesome guy, and of course we've also interviewed Michael Salgado. So. Yes. You know, we were missing Sonny Sauceda.
We were missing Sonny.
We were missing Sonny. One man.
Oh, you needed some Sonny in your life.
There you go. You, by far, I mean, there's of course, there's numerous accordion players out there in the Tejano music industry, but you, by far, I think to me, one of my favorite Tejano accordion artists.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And the reason I say that is because when you're on stage, and I followed you from back in the Vida days, right? So I remember when you used to do stage dives. If you remember those years, you know.
I remember that. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
You give it, if there's 100, you give it 110, if not more percent at every show.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, we do. I mean, that's how I came up. And you know, it's our job to, you know, it's our job to engage with the audience. It's our job to, you know, get them going. It's not the other way around. So it's definitely, you know, something that, you know, we strive for and we always work for. And I think that it's, you know, sometimes I think, you know, we do feed off the crowd's energy, but I think it's our job to entertain. So we always make sure that we are at our top performance level.
Absolutely. And if anyone or if they have captured or gone to one of your shows, it's always, like I said, it's always 110%. If you don't get out there on the dance floor and dance, I mean, as far as getting your exercise in visually, you will get your exercise in because of all the movement that's going on the stage.
Well, we call it music for the ears and for the eyes.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go. So we'll start the interview real quick. I believe Zumba's going to have some, you know, general questions, and then we'll ask you some other questions if it's okay.
I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, of course.
All right. And, you know, from saying that, I want to just give a few of the accolades out there that Sonny has. Rising Group of the Year, Accordion Player of the Year, Show Band of the Year. Also, Grammy Awards. And we need you to clarify that because, you know, while I was doing my research, of course, one of the internet sites that I go to is Google. And we've heard 2-time Grammy winner, but Google has you at 3-time Grammy winner.
I am 3. I am 3.
3 times.
I have 2 Tejano Music Awards, and I have 1 Best Children's Album Grammy.
Awesome.
I did a collaboration with Steve Polera up in Pennsylvania, and so I actually recorded a children's track. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's on the album. Oh my God, what is it called? Steve Polera. Let me pull it up real quick. Let's see, Steve Polera and his Cool Beans band, Cool Beans Music, and let's see, he has one on being bullying. So he is an artist who caters to the educational system and he caters to educators, and so he's kind of in that little sector of the world, and it's pretty neat what he's doing. And he has a lot of cool stuff that he's working on. So I really admire the guy for what he's doing, and and I'm trying to find the album, and I know it's. I'm looking at the latest one, so this is what it's all about for me. But there's another one, and I think it's called something about bullies, something about bullies. And I
Oh,
have to.
okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting what he's doing, and I cannot. I'll find the track and it should be on iTunes, and I always forget about it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well,
There it is. I found it. It's a lot of bullies. What all about bullies, big and small.
all
That's
about
the
bullies, big and
big and
small.
small.
Oh,
Yes,
wow. We'll
yes,
have to
that's
look that
the
one up. Big and small. All right.
yeah, all about bullies, big and small. And I'm actually doing a reading on a track. So I've never done that before. So it was pretty cool to do that, and then to get nominated and awarded for that. That's pretty cool.
That
So
is. That is.
there you go. There you go. Little nugget of knowledge there.
Yeah, and so you
Little nugget of knowledge.
mentioned education, and
Yes.
so tell us about.
hmm
I believe you went back to school to become an educator. Is that correct?
Yes, I did go back to school to become an educator, and then when was it? I didn't get to finish, but I'm very pro education. As a matter of fact, we're working on some re sorry, is it not reigniting? What is the word? Why am I having such trouble with words today? We are working on reinstating one of the conjunto programs at one of the colleges, which will require the college to give me an honorary bachelor, which is, I think it's a artist in residency bachelor or master's degree
Oh,
because
wow.
of the years of experience I have. Yeah, so we're working on something like that. But yeah, for sure, if I wasn't doing this performing, I would probably be in education. It's something I've always loved it. I enjoy kids. I love kids. I'm a big kid myself, so we definitely get along. And I just think it's really important. There is not a lot of male presence in the education system, in the public education system.
Right.
Now, on the collegiate level, there's more of it, of course, but I really like the younger ones. I like the kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all the elementary grades. Middle school starts getting a little, patchy because, of course, hormones and the transitions, and they're going through a lot. High school as well. I think the collegiate level or the elementary is what I would do because it's just, at college, of course, everybody's pretty much serious about what they want to do, especially the community colleges because, those kids are paying for it or their parents are paying for it or they're on a Pell Grant and living with their parents or it's usually, moms, that are working a job, two jobs, have kids and going to school. So they're more serious, honestly. It's weird. You would think that it wouldn't, but it is actually. They're real serious about it. Not that the universities aren't, but sometimes, you get caught up in the college life and the dorm life and party life, and sometimes it's just kind of something that they not take for granted. But it's hard to it's hard to remember that hey man, we gotta finish school, But I think that's where I would want to be, at least for now, and that's how I feel now. Ask me next year, it might feel different. Maybe I want to teach at, UT or something. I don't know. Who knows?
That's awesome. So you have a very sweet spot for educators. That's good to know.
Very much.
So
Yeah,
you
definitely, yeah.
and you actually started singing at the age of 5.
I did. Publicly, yes. I started really la-la-la-ing at 3. La-la-la-ing at 3. Nobody understood what I was saying, but I started kind of, humming and, singing little melodies at 3, 4 years old. And then 5, I was, and at 5, I was getting on stage with my dad and performing. I would sing like one song, I think, or 2 songs, and then I'd go to sleep, on stage behind the bass amp.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you actually
Yeah.
did you record? Did you record at the age of 5?
I recorded at 6 years old. I recorded my first 45 at Zaz Studios with Joey Canelo, which is the founder of Joey Records and Zaz Studios, and he's the guy who basically had a lot of he's one of the chief architects of the piano industry. He built a lot of artists and, blew them up and, produced their music and put them out there and, just got them to the right places where they need to be at. So it's for him to have engineered that at that time and recorded me, we had no idea. He had no idea, and it was just, he knew my dad and my dad's musicians, so they were all friends, and so we recorded this. I have pictures of, and I don't know if you know who Joey Lopez is, but Carnelo Lopez, he's, like I said, he's one of the, like I said, him with Freddie and the guys from Hacienda, and those were all the independents back then before, Capitol and, Cara, even during Cara Records too, before Capitol, Sony, BMG came in, and so those were the guys that were doing it, that were building the industry, because there was nobody else.
That's great to hear. Also, tell us what other bands. Of course, the most well known is Vida, but what other bands did you play with? And have you always played the accordion when you were in those bands?
No, I played accordion with, of course, Grupo Vida. That was my old band. We left. It was me, Tim, John, and Manny, the four of us, and we had parted ways with Eddie. Before that, of course, played with Eddie Gonzalez, and that's where I started. And before that, I had a small, like a few gigs that I did with Ruben Cervantes, and not many people know that. And he had gone solo. He had left City View, and he had Ruben Cervantes and Rebelde. And I did a few gigs with them, and I was barely learning and barely, and it didn't really work out. It was just, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It just didn't fit well. So we just, I forgot what happened, but that didn't pan out. But before that, of course, I had my own conjunto, since I think the name changed. I was with my dad's conjunto from like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think when I was 12, we changed it. It used to be Los Mario Alberto y Los Monarcas, or Los Monarcas de Mario Alberto. And then we changed to El Chaparrito Picoso, Sunny Sauceda. And that was from I think 11, 12, 13, 14, till I was about 17 when I left to join Eddie. And that was just to try it out. It wasn't going to be a permanent thing for me. I just told my dad, well, I'm going to try it out. And honestly, Eddie's team had already approached me a year prior to me even trying out, but I wasn't ready to try out. I just didn't feel, I just didn't want to leave my dad's band. I mean, I was with my dad, I didn't,
right.
I didn't, I was in school and, I was doing that, so I wasn't really, my dad was a big, he was, always, encouraging me to finish school and never, he wasn't real hard about it. He wasn't, just, like now me with my kids, I'm like, hey, well, my 5, 7-year-old, like, what college are you going to go to? There's not, are you going to go to college? No. Which college? You need to pick a college or pick a trade school. That's not an option not to go to school. So,
right.
But he did encourage it, and I did my best to finish. And so those are the bands that I played with, and up until then, that's it, and then I'm here back on my own again. So it's been full circle as of 2005 when I left, Grupo Vida, and it's been 17 years that I've been out of that band, and it's been a great journey. It was a blessing in disguise. It's just been amazing. And it's just being an artist is just they have ups and downs, and slow seasons and busy seasons and seasons of just you feel like you're in a rut, but we just keep pushing forward and we'll see what happens. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We just keep creating and working and see what sticks to the wall.
Right. What is the biggest concert that you ever performed at?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a good question. Oh my gosh. It's hard to say. I mean, it's between the Milwaukee Fest, which is a big, big, big festival, and I mean Tejano festivals. It would be probably fanfares and the fanfares we've done, or the stuff we did with the Dixie Chicks. Those are the bigger ones. But we played we played the Alamo Dome, not just for the Tejano Music Awards, but the Dixie Chicks played up in the Tri Cities, and there's so many that we've done. We did the Grammys. They used to have a Grammys in the street. I don't know if y'all are from Dallas, Fort Worth, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So I think in Dallas they had Grammys in La Calle or something like that. They used to have a big concert series out there, and that was a huge festival as well. Big, big. And those are land Grammys. The land Grammys would do it. So I kind of knocked on a few doors on that one. And, I was, I'm pretty, after the Grammy wins, I got pretty involved in the Grammys. And so after that, I started kind of, networking through those avenues. And I think those were some of the biggest shows we've done. And, of course, but it's hard to really put it, it's a big blur sometimes, right? So it's hard to remember all of them. But the fun ones right now, or the funnest ones these past few years, have been in the city of West, which is a little bit north of Waco, for the Czech community. And they're not Spanish speaking, but they love the accordion, and they love what we do, and they're big supporters. And I mean, I'm talking about, we play there, we play in surrounding little cities, and they will show up, and we'll go to play in Waco, and they'll go there.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
so they're very, they're just as brand loyal as like Mexican nationals, because they just, once they love you and you're there, they want you back every year. There's none of the, we're going to bring somebody else, something new. No, they want, once they know what they like, they want it, and they want it again and again and again. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. And I was surprised. With the tour with the Dixie Chicks, what I was surprised to learn about was that they actually had you open up with Tejano music, not any other genre. That it was, you would think it would be okay. Well, if country, open up with country, but they actually wanted you to play Tejano.
Yes, that's true. Yes, they wanted us to play Tejano because they wanted to educate their audience, and that whole thing started. I used to give Emily Robeson accordion lessons, and one of the girls. So that's how that all started. And I invited them to a show, and I actually invited them to the Conjunto Festival. We were playing at the Tejano Conjunto Festival, and I invited her and Charlie, her husband, Charlie Robeson. And I was just kind of, I'm the rosy, the guy who is with the rosy red shades on, right? Always looking at the silver lining, always looking, the optimistic person, or the person that manifests, things that we want to happen. So I just kind of was thinking, well, if anything, if they go see the show, we have this guy who kind of sings like Travis Tritt. He kind of looks like a Mexican Garth Brooks at the time. Maybe there's something there. I don't know. But it doesn't hurt to invite them. So I invited them, and they showed up. And then like a month later, I went to go record with Charlie at Willie Nelson's studio. And he's like, Sonny, the girls want to know if you want to open up for them. And I laughed. I said, what do you mean, like in the parking lot or play outside? Or what do you mean? They're like, play for them when they eat or something? He's like, no, play like before them. I was like the third before? Like, what do you mean? He said, no, they want you to like be right before them. I was like, get out of town. He said, no, I'm serious. And that's how it started. And so I said, well, let me connect you with our manager, and that's how the whole thing started. Yep.
Wow,
And
that's an
how
awesome story.
That's been the story of my life, just being at the right place at the right time. And I couldn't make that up. I couldn't make happen. You can't force it to happen. It just happened organically, And it was so funny because Emily had paged me. If you go, rewind, 2 or 3 months before, she paged me to get accordion when we had pages back then. Remember? And she got my number from Jay Dominguez, who's the manager for Hermes Music. Now, Jay Dominguez was a friend of mine. Now, Emily had seen Sheryl Crow play the accordion in Times Square.
Okay.
So she told Charlie, I want to learn the accordion. Charlie was on Sony Discos or Sony Records, and he had heard El Disgusto before. And I don't even know I don't know, it was weird, but somehow he went looking for me. Like he said, I'm going to get the guy that plays, let me ask this guy, Jay, and he asked Jay. Jay gave him my number and gave her my number. She paged me, and she told me who she was, and I didn't know who I was. Who's this white girl calling me? I don't know who this is. And I didn't even return the call. And then she paged me again and left a message or something and said, hey, this is Emily from the Dixie Chicks, and we're going to have a full dress rehearsal. I don't know if you've seen this before. We do country, and then I was driving. I'll never forget, me and my girlfriend, my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time. We're driving down the road, and I see this milk ad, the Got Milk. Remember those Got Milk ads?
Right,
And the girls had a Got Milk ad. And I say, hey, I think that's the girls that paged me. I think that's them. So I had deleted her call the one time already, and I said, well, let me call her and see what this is about. And I called her back, and she said, yeah, I want to see if you can give accordion lessons. So, okay, she starts telling me, like, oh, my name's this. She gives me her address, and she's like, but please don't give my address away. I'm like, why would I care to give your address? I don't even know who you are. Why would I care? And I didn't even know she was famous. I didn't know that. So I show up, and she has a piano accordion. So she didn't have a button accordion. She had a piano accordion. And I said, oh, man, I'm sorry. I thought you had a button accordion. She's like, no. I said, well, I can show you some stuff. I play piano a little, but I can still, accordion's still different, so I can still show you some stuff. We'll transfer it over to the piano. But that's how that whole thing started.
Wow.
What a funny story. Yeah, so, I mean, it's just, those are what I call, my moments in my life that were, being at the right place at the right time. And, just like, when I joined Eddie, that was by accident. I wasn't even going to play accordion. I was going to play the bajo sexto. I auditioned for bajo sexto.
Wow.
I tinkered with the accordion. I didn't play accordion. Yet. I was just barely learning. And the accordion player, I had already auditioned for bajo, and I got the gig. And me and Eddie hit it off right away, like instantaneously. And then the guy who was going to audition for accordion, because they were like cleaning house, right? They lost their accordion player, they lost the bajo player. So the accordion player that was going to audition for accordion, his name was also Eddie Gonzalez, and he was running behind schedule or late. And I would always show up early. My dad was, you better be there early. I was like, okay. He always told me, he'd always say, it's better to be an hour early than a minute late. I was like, I know that. Okay, yes, Dad.
Right.
And then I showed up. And anyway, the guy showed up, was running late, and Tim, the drummer, had these drum triggers. I don't know if you know what drum triggers are, but basically you stick them on the drum, and they have an electronic wire, and it's connected to a sample machine. And when you hit that drum, it's another drum you hear, but it's a sample, but it sounds real big. I was so impressed with that, and I was all excited, like, that sounds so cool. Wow. I was a kid. I didn't know any better. And they said, well, why don't you play accordion? Why don't you play a song while we wait for that other guy to show up? And I played El Sub y Baja. And after that, they're like, nope, you're our guy.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, but I don't play accordion. I'm not an accordion player. My accordion player happened to go with me. because I played, had my conjunto. My accordion player knew Eddie's manager, like his real manager, not his road manager, his actual manager, Hector Flores. And he's like, no, he said, oh, I can show you, I can see, I'll get you through it. And I said, man, I'm not an accordion player, man, I really am not. And they're like, no, you're gonna do it. We have faith in you. And I was like, I mean, I already played other instruments, but I was learning accordion, and I was the youngest guy in the band. But I mean, I had the most experience, honestly. They were all kind of new guys, so But again, at the right place at the right time. Then a year later, we blow up. We're getting gold, platinum records. Artista Revelación. I mean, it was just crazy. And then at the end of my career with Vida, again, the Grammy thing. Those. Okay, I was nominated for Grammys with Vida and with the Joel Guzman and David Lee thing. David Lee didn't go. Joel Guzman didn't go. And I made an effort to go, and and our RV had broken down. And we had a gig in Arizona, and then we were going to drive to California. Well, the guys were going to cancel the gig in Arizona, and I literally sat there and argued with everybody, the whole band. I said, I did all the media for this thing. I already talked about it on the radio. There's no way we're going to not show up. I don't care how we get there, but we better get there. We better go. And I fought for that. And they thought that I was in on it, and I showed up. We showed up to the gig, did the gig, drove to Arizona, showed up late to L.A., not late to L.A., but we had to get a limo. We didn't know how it worked, and we were running late. And we're running into the building because they were going to announce the category. And as soon as we're running in, there's like, and Best Tejano Album, Podcast, Acordeones y Gritos, David Liganos, Joel Guzman, Sunny Salceda.
Wow. As soon as you were
There you
running in.
Yes, so I was like, holy moly. And so I'm, the little short chubby dude running down the whole thing, and I'm like, I get up there, I'm like, I like to thank, gracias a la academia, and so it was, and it looked like I had planned it, but I didn't plan it that way.
Wow.
Again, so what happens when you don't show up for your Grammy? Well, you don't get to take a picture with the Grammy in front of the CBS logos. You don't get to take a picture in the media room. You don't get to put your picture in the Library of Congress. So all that is recorded into the Library of Congress. I actually went into a little booth that was ran by the Library of Congress because it's like in history. It's like copyrighted, and that they record you. They ask you who you are and how you felt about it. So all that is like. I'm going to be dead, and these records are still going to be in the archives.
Yes.
Very awesome.
That is crazy.
Very
But again, showing up just being at the right place at the right time.
Right place at the right time. That's right. Wow.
Things happen.
Awesome.
Things happen for a reason. They give you an accordion. They give you an accordion, and man, you take it to the next level.
I don't even like the accordion.
So okay, so you said you didn't like the accordion. You originally you auditioned to play the bajo. At what point during your career did your style change? Like, at what point did you say, okay, yes, I'm going to have to take the accordion and I'm going to have to make it my own and have my own style?
From the beginning, because I had no choice. I didn't know how to play accordion. I mean, what do you do when they give you lemons? You make lemonade.
Oh, that's right.
So from the beginning, I mean, I didn't like it, so I just kind of made up my own licks. I did the best I could. I mean, I wasn't an accordion player. So here I am recording for a major record label, and I had never recorded accordion on a major record label. Eddie was a major artist at the time. They had signed Eddie to go up against Emilio. That's why they signed him. So that was Sony's answer to Emilio. So that's why he kind of looked like Emilio, had the Emilio look, and they put him in like the first two CDs. He was in front of a pickup truck in the field of, whatever it was, and
that's right.
And so,
yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they were doing. They were kind of like, because he did look a lot like Emilio at that time,
He did.
Right?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just taller, and he was younger, so they had forecast that he would do way better, and so that was the idea. So for me to kind of, I was 18, 19, 18, 17, 18, yeah, to go record, it was pretty, pretty wild because, like I said, I had never recorded accordion. I didn't even think about that till now. Like, yeah, I would never recorded accordion before. That was my first time recording accordion.
Wow. Have you always had the style that you have now, the rocker look, the gloves?
Yes, that's I did. Yeah, that I started with Eddie. Yeah, I was always a rocker. I just didn't I didn't do a lot of rock back then on stage, but I always was a rocker. I always had the rock mentality. I always, I wore gloves because I wanted to make sure to stand out, make sure. That was the years of, like I said, Eddie, Emilio, Bobby Pulido, Gary Hobbs, Joe Lopez, Oscar from the Mafia. They were a bunch of solo artists, solo acts. So, I figured if I wear gloves, they'll remember at least, the guy that
the
wears
guy
gloves.
with the gloves.
The guy with the gloves.
The guy
They got
that
the
wears
gloves. They might not remember my name, but they remember they are the gloves. And so I always moved around. Even when I was a little kid, I moved around a lot. I always moved around a lot. I was always energetic on stage, even as a kid. So that was nothing new, but the accordion, because I was, as a kid, I was a big Chamacos fan, right? But I wasn't a Jaime de Anda fan. And he knows that. I was a Juan P. Moreno because I was a bajo player, remember?
Okay.
I'm a bajo player. I'm a bajo player who just ended up playing accordion. So I was a Juan P. Moreno fan, and I talked to Juan P. Moreno's, he's the dude. He's like my favorite. He's my favorite of all time, right? And so, and I know him, and we see each other. But I don't know, I fangirl when I see his videos. I'm like, oh, that sounds like I'm all fangirling over Juan P. Moreno because that's my favorite bajo player. So, I was a big, so I was always into the show, and I like Kiss, the Motley Crue, Poison, was it Poison? What's the other band? Skid Row, all the hair bands, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith. I was into all that stuff too. So I always had that rock mentality. So that's why you hear and I was like a Manuel Guerrero fan. I was a Nicky Snick fan. So you combine all that, and then that's why I always, when I did the arrangements for the, Botoncito de Cariño and the stuff we did for Disgusto, it was more of the rocker thing with the drums and big drums and, all the percussiveness of the songs. And so that's where all that came from. It was just, they kind of tamed me a lot, right? They tamed down a lot of the stuff I wanted to do. So what y'all hear was not completely what I want to do, because we had a producer and he was like, no, that's too much. Like, no, bring it back. Like, turn it down a notch. I was like, all right, I guess. And, but it worked. It worked back then. And so now I just break all the rules and just, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now it's your band. Now you. But, the surprising thing is that we're interviewing you and you're very soft-spoken, very laid back. But when we see your show, it's totally
yeah, well,
totally
that's my Sasha Fierce.
completely different.
That's my Sasha Fierce. Yeah, it's my Sasha Fierce. And it's 9 at night. I'm already like I'm trying to wind down. I'm not drinking or anything, but I'm trying to wind down.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'm during the day. I'm a little more hype. But I've been kind of doing interviews for the most part of the day, and so now I'm more well thought out, and so now I'm on the fourth quarter now, right?
I see. I see.
So yeah, but I've always been this way. Being on stage that's my stage persona, and then when you see me in person and we do an interview in person, then that's my interview persona.
Right.
But for the most part, I'm real chill, it just depends, really, honestly. But I've always been. That's my natural state to be.
Right.
Unless I just got out of the gym, then I'm all hyped. Hey, how are we doing? Everyone,
Yeah, well, I wanted to put that out there in case anyone who's listening has never seen Sonny perform. It's a completely different persona, like you said. And I have one more question before I turn it over to Ramon.
Sure.
So my personality host name is Zumba Chica because I teach Zumba. So what you do on stage is what we consider high impact Zumba. Almost.
There you
How
go.
do
Yeah,
you
we've done that
prepare?
before.
How do you prepare yourself to perform high impact up there on stage?
That's a great question. I didn't know you were supposed to prepare. I just do it.
Just do it.
You just do it.
I
Do you
didn't
even
know.
stretch before you go up there?
A lot of
I
caffeine.
mean,
Do you warm up? Do you cool down
I
afterwards?
I do stretch before. I try to stretch before, and you know, it's I do. I don't do a lot of running anymore, a lot of jogging, but I do a lot of weightlifting right now. I'm doing a lot of weightlifting, so I do train during the week, but I think it's just it's a mindset. It's a mindset. When you want to be a boxer, you're training for speed and agility.
Right.
And so it's something that we've always done. I mean, if I'm being truly honest, like I look at the videos from like 2012 and to now, and I think in 2012 I was more agile and sharper. Now I'm not. I don't feel like I'm as sharp, but also in 2012 I was a lot wilder. So now you're getting more of a controlled chaos. And there's more control over the chaos. Back then, there was more chaos and control. So I think you're getting a more refined, Sunny Salcedo show. And so, but you do, it is rehearsals, and we rehearse a lot. We haven't been rehearsing this year too much due to the fact that we've been performing so much that, we kind of are trying to regroup ourselves during the week.
Right.
And unless we're working in a new bass, not bass player, but a new musician or a fill-in musician or something like that. Right now we're kind of between bass players, and we do have what I call permanent fill-ins, and we have right now Junior Cantu. He's from Lake Jackson. He's our permanent fill-in, and kind of in the process of joining the band. But I like to, this time around I'm doing it it's a little corporate America. You're kind of on a trial period, and if it works out in these 3 months, and it's cool, it does work out. If it doesn't, hey, we tried it, and help us what you can, and we're gonna have to keep looking for somebody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so but yes, that's how we train. We kind of, I mean, I know my percussionist, he's always in the gym. He's always in the gym, and he's 53.
Wow.
My percussionist is 53, and of course my guitar player is 26. I always say he's 23, he's 26, I think. So that's what we do. I mean, like I said, I've been doing it for so long, and so it's just kind of what I'm used to. But it's fun, and I think that for me, I perform for the public. But before I perform for the public, I have to perform for me. And that sounds a little selfish. It sounds a little ugly. But if I'm not having fun, if I'm not enjoying it, if I'm not maximizing myself, I'm not pushing myself enough, then it's not authentic. It's not genuine, right? It's fake. It's fake news, right? But so it has to be, I think I heard the guy from, he's the singer from, oh my gosh, Chicken Fried Guys. The Chicken Fried Guys. What's his name? Like my chicken fried. Oh my gosh, what is the name of the band? Chicken Fried Band. What is it? Something band. Chicken Fried. I cannot remember his name.
Yeah, we know what song you're talking about, but
Zach Brown Band.
So
Zach Brown Band.
Zach Brown Band. So I think it's Zach Brown is the lead singer, right? Zach Brown. So Zach Brown says, I mean, if I do it, and I agree. It sounds a little ugly, but you have to enjoy what you're doing. And if you enjoy what you're doing and you're doing it for the right reasons, not for the money, first of all, there's not a lot of money in it, right? The fact that you get paid a little bit is cool. If you make a decent wage, cool. If you make a great wage, well, man, you're one of the very few lucky ones, right? because it's a very tough business. But so we have to enjoy it, and so that's how we perform, and that's how I've always done it. And I've tried to slow down, but la verdad, I tried it, and I slowed it down a lot the year that Peter Studio recorded with me, and the people were not having it. They came up to me and asked me if I was sick. They wanted to know if something was wrong. Did I break my leg? And I was like, no, why? And they said, well, why weren't you moving around? I said, well, because I wanted to change it. And I said, well, don't ever do that again. I was like, wow, okay.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, we love it. We love what you do, and we really, really enjoyed the performance. Man, you outdid everybody that night in Mission.
Oh my God, man! Well, it'll transition to the question I'm gonna ask, but Little Frankie, he's the host of Tremendo Thursdays, and you may have met him. Ella Productions. He's a promoter here in Dallas. He in the chat, he wanted to know how much are you bench pressing?
Oh man, I haven't maxed out I don't really max out. I think I work with I think 225, 275. I don't know. I don't really max out anymore. I just want to look strong, but I don't want to be strong.
There you go. Sense? There you go. Well, you have to have some kind of strength to be able to grab on to an accordion by your teeth and spin it around on stage.
I got a good dentist. I have a good dentist.
That is awesome. No. That is awesome. I think it goes back to what you said as far as your upbringing in the rock world. Your style of the accordion. Because whenever the CD dropped for Vida, and I heard those accordion ribs or whatever you call them, it was different. It was completely different. It was nothing else. No one was hitting the accordion that hard, and
no. My repair guy loved it. My repair guy loves me. He drives a Mercedes, and he lives in the rich white neighborhood. Man, he makes a lot of money. And all those accordion players that break their accordions because of that song.
That's awesome. So you have an awesome, unique style from the original Vida songs that you recorded, and even the most recent album that came out. I love the one that starts and stops, and it has kind of the same style of the original old school stuff. Yeah. So
that's people were asking me for that.
Así como pagan,
pagó. Yes, pago. People were asking me for that style, and it was more the. If I'm being honest, a lot of my radio friends were kind of like, man, I love what you're doing, man. Just but give me something that give me that old school vibe. And I was like, oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so, being who I am, I said, well, I'm gonna give you that, but I'm gonna change it up still. And so I wanted to, break all the rules and kind of do, that is the first ranchera in the world with a death metal scream.
Right.
For the record. Oh, it is. Try to find one. I dare you to. There's not one out there. Maybe what's this? No, I can't even think of anybody who would have one. Maybe one of the polka bands in the German music world.
Right.
But there's nobody that's done it. So I just wanted to do something different. And
it's awesome.
But it's still along the vein though. But thank you, I appreciate it.
Awesome. So let me ask you. We've asked all the accordion players that we've had. I don't know who had the highest count, but I think maybe David Lee. How many accordions do you own?
Oh, accordions. Oh man. How many do I have? I don't even know how many I have. I don't know. I might have at least 12.
12? Okay. Are you a Honor or Gabinelli? Yeah, I know you play Honor, right?
I play Honor accordions, and I'm actually an endorsee. And I've been endorsed since 99, 98, something like that. So, yeah, with Honor.
Okay. Awesome. So, let me ask you, We do this with every artist that we interview. We play a real quick game, if it's okay. You want to do a real quick game?
Do I have to take my clothes off?
No, no. Okay, keep them
Oh,
on.
okay.
Keep them on. So this game is real quick. It's called Pick One. Pick one. I'm going to,
Okay.
say a couple of things, and you're just going to pick one. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Baseball, football, basketball, or soccer?
Football.
Chevrolet, Ford.
Ford.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I want to know which football. A fan of which football
Okay.
team?
Dallas Cowboys or Houston Texans?
Oh, come on. Is that a real question? Dallas Cowboys.
All right.
All
well,
right.
We got to show love to all the
Come
Texas
on.
teams, you know.
Come on. Okay. If I'm being honest, I just like the cheerleaders.
There you go. Hey, don't we all? Absolutely.
I don't care about the guys in tights. I'm looking at the cheerleaders. but I don't watch sports a lot, but yeah. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's great. That's great. Yes, awesome. Football, Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
No, the other way around.
There you go. All right.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders first.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay. Scary, funny, or action movies?
Action.
All right. Beef, pork, tamales.
Pork.
All right. Tequila, whiskey, or water?
Tequila.
There you go. There you go. I think you passed.
All right.
Did I pass?
Yeah. we got
I didn't even study. I didn't even study for the test.
We got to know a little bit more about Sonny.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. Awesome, Sonny. So let us, before we get off, do you have anything in the works right now for new projects, new collaborations, or anything that we should be on the lookout for in 2023?
Oh, man, we have a few collaborations on the way. One of them, and it's been in the works actually for a year. But we're working on something with I was mentioning earlier that I'm getting my feet into the again, right place at the right time, the polka circuit. So I'm doing the West Fest and the West Fest in West, which is Czechs. I do the polka festival in Corsicana. And next year, we're going to probably do Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
And that's polka stuff, not Spanish speaking. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do we're going to do a collab with Alex Meixner. If you don't know who Alex Meixner is, you need to look him up. He is basically a white Sonny Salcedo.
Oh, right.
The guy is a wild man on the accordion. He's multi-instrumentalist. He's super talented. He is now one of my neighbors here in New Braunfels. But this guy, if you know anything about accordion or anything, do you remember? I don't know. You might be too young, but I sound like an old man. I feel like little Joe. No, you're too young.
I just celebrated my 51st birthday, brother.
Oh, you're young. I paid at a 95-year-old birthday party. You're still a baby. You're still wet behind the ears, whippersnapper.
A little bit.
So, do you remember the Lawrence Welk show? Yeah.
Yes, I think
The
so.
Lawrence
Yes,
Welk.
yes.
Okay, Lawrence Welk show was on PBS, and so Lawrence Welk had an accordion player named Myron Florin. Now, Myron Florin was the king of world accordion. I mean, like the Germans and the Czechs and all that polka stuff. Believe it or not, that's a big market. Now, what Alex Meixner has done, he's taken over. He's taken over all his territories. And so Alex Meixner could run for mayor in New Braunfels if he wanted to.
Wow.
And so he's kind of taking me under his wing and he's helping me. I don't even know why. I don't get it. I mean, naturally it's business, right? But, and I'm from another, industry, another genre. So, I mean, I guess it's not really, competition, but it's just the fact that he did it, he's doing it. And so we're going to do a collab, and it's going to be a cross-pollination kind of deal. I have other things in the works that, I really can't divulge, but I'm excited about it because I think that if things go as they are, man, in the next year, 2 years, it's going to be a life-changing year for I'm going to speak in third person, the Sunny Salceda project, right?
Awesome.
So a lot of great things in the works. Of course, I'm going to start working on a new album when it slows down, and which, excuse me, should be hopefully in January. I'll have a few weeks off and to start, gathering the songs that I already have, in the vault and arranged, and then the record label's already set a deadline. I think they want it out by March. I think they want a new album, so I got to work on a new album for sure. And just gonna do a lot of different collabs this year, and honestly, and I'm kind of, I haven't really put it out there, but I'm probably gonna make a TikTok about it. I'm interested in doing more collabs with more artists, and sometimes people don't think or know, and I don't know what it is about me. I think my persona. Sometimes people think that I'm either very expensive to work with, and or that I don't want to work with people, or that I won't work with them, right? For some reason, people think I don't know what it is. I don't know what's the Grammys or the 24th the awards or I don't know what it is. I don't get it. But people are surprised when I want to work, and at this point in the game, it's not about making money. It's just about creating good music. It's just about having fun, and it's not. we want to make money, of course. Yeah, who doesn't?
Right.
But
it's about the passion as well. It's the passion you have for music, I'm sure.
The passion I have for music, and the thing is that, when I was a big Steve Jordan fan, I am a big Steve Jordan fan still, and me and him would have these arguments all the time, because if you're a fan of your favorite artist, right? Let's say your favorite artist, whoever it is, right? Let's just say it's, I don't know. Who's
Sunny Salceda.
Okay. Just say Sunny Salceda. Or let's pick, I don't know, who do I like conjunto-wise? You know who I like conjunto? I like Bonnie Mauricio. I like that kid, what's his name? From Poteet. What's his name? Oh my gosh. Santiago. The Santiago kid. He's a conjunto guy. But I want to hear more. Like, I'm looking for more music. Like, hey, I want another album. When are you going to record another album? And when are you going to do this? So I want to make sure I put enough music out, and I think that's the goal. If I could clone myself, I would be putting out more music. So, it's Christmas time, right?
Right.
What do we, and so, like, people are asking me, do you have any Christmas music? And we need to do, I've been wanting to do one for years. And I need to do one, so I'm gonna start. Kind of surveying people. Like, what if I did a Christmas record? Like, what songs would you want to hear me do? Do you want to hear me new songs, or do you want to hear I don't know, the classics? Do I do the Mariah Carey song
with an accordion?
Or, on accordion, or do I do the what's the name of this song? Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, I can hear that song like a, how the Palominos do, they do that, like it's like a slow piece. It's not a polka. It's not a. It's like that. I think it's kind of a slow piece. I don't even know what it is. But with
I vote for Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Rocking around.
There you go.
So I would have to Tejanify them, right? I wouldn't exactly do them like pop versions of them because they're pop. Right? I would do try to make it like a cumbia or a ranchera or a mix or just something cool, right? Something unique. The masterpieces are the masterpiece. You can never recreate a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece, right? And so my mindset or my thought process is, you can't be better than the original. At least make it your own, right?
Right.
Let's at least do that. Let's at least do that, and that's how I think. I could never re-record a Steve Jordan song better than him. I can only do my interpretation of what I think it should sound like, and add my own flavor to it, because that's just how I am. I'm a creative guy. I'm not good at copying to begin with. I'm the worst at copying. I can't even copy myself. Some of the main stuff I do, but I play different every night. I never do the same thing any night. It's always different, different mistakes out of the whole. Everything's different. Everything, So,
awesome.
But that's the way. That's so, and you don't know by now. You're long-winded, so that's some of the. So those are some of the things that we're working on, and of course, still going to be touring and still going to be, giving back to the community. We're doing, of course, the Accessibility Festival next year. The Accessibility Festival, if you look it up, accessibilitysa.com, is a festival for, it's not for special needs children, but it is geared to like parents and families that have special needs or have special, they call them, it's about inclusion. I have a son who's special needs, and he has epilepsy, and he's, been, he got diagnosed with that, oh my gosh, many years when he was 4 years old. He's 12 now, 13 now. And so when I found this festival, my friend introduced me to, they had a stage, and they had a DJ, and I said, man, why don't, so did they ever have music? And he said, no, it's a little festival. I said, dude, we got to do something, and let's do something for, those kids, that don't get to see it. And I mean, of course, mind you, they can't all go because they have sensory issues, right?
Right.
But for those that can, we're giving back. And there's more that I want to do. I think next year we're going to work with the CBs. I think it's a Navy unit. I think they're called the CBs. And, they're veterans and stuff. And them, and, I just think it's not all about the gigs, right? It's not about the gigs. I mean, now, mind you, if we're working with somebody this year, they'll have to be, for sure, requirement from now on is going to be, they have to be a 501c3 at least, so that we can at least give something to our musicians and stuff. Because, hey, I mean, thankfully we don't live from music, but the thing is that still, during tax season, we can give the guys something to,
right.
Something like, hey, you donated your time. Here's a 501c3 donation form. Fill it out, and then send it into your, to your CPA, and and now it's something that it's tangible, right?
Right.
So,
Adjust the taxes a little bit.
Yeah, and then it helps them with their taxes, and you still feels good, but now it's you're. I hate to be ugly, but sometimes, people do things, and they have well intentions, but then it turns out that they kept a little bit for themselves, and so 501c3 just kind of, even if they did or whatnot, at least you have something that you can take to the tax attorney or tax professional, whatever you call it.
Well, Sonny,
and that's about it. I think that's it. Other than that, we're pretty boring.
Man, no, you got a busy schedule, it sounds like, and we greatly appreciate you taking time out of your schedule for tonight.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's being dad and husband and all that good stuff too. There's that too.
Awesome. So
thank you, of course.
Before we get off, do you have any last minute shout outs, any social media, anything you want to plug?
Of course. Always. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate it. Thank you for interviewing me, and of course, thank you for what you're doing for the Tejano community and for your, your contributions to our industry. It's very important. We have a very famous on-air personality told me by the name of Dave Beyond. He says we have what we call a symbiotic relationship. We need each other, so we definitely do need each other, and we need more of it. And so thank you, and of course, shout out to all the listeners and everybody that's in your area. If you're in Fort Worth, if you're listening anywhere in the world, thank you for tuning in. You can always reach me, reach us, reach the office at sunnysalceda.net. Our phone number is there. Our social medias are there, which is TikTok, Instagram. I'm on TikTok. You'll see me. I'm not Sunny Salceda, I'm Sunny Cicada, I'm Saucy McThickums, I'm Puro Saucy, and that's a whole other interview. That's the after hours interview. And then we have our website, we have our websites, we have our social medias, but you can reach us. We're very accessible, and, just spread the word, to all your friends. If you haven't seen us play and you want to see us play, just make sure you give our number, our website to the powers that may be, and we are more than happy to work with, those people. We're always available, and we will try to make ourselves available. So thank you so much, and we appreciate all the support, and we thank all of our peers and colleagues for recognizing us in the My Tejano Awards, which was a few months ago with the Top Entertainer, and then this past weekend, the Tejano Music Awards with Entertainer of the Year. We're looking forward to that. And then in January, come see us at the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame, which I will be part of, and I'm going to be supporting many of my band members and few of my old band members in the induction of the class of 2022, and they're going to receive their induction for the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. So we're looking forward to that. So come out and check us out. Go to SunnySalceda.net, and we'll see you at the next show.
Thank you very much, Sonny, and hopefully we'll run into you sometime in the near future. And
Absolutely.
you keep abusing that accordion, brother, because
That's
it is
right.
awesome to see your show.
Thank you.
And
thank you so much.
We welcome everyone to please go out and catch a Sonny Salceda show if you haven't already. Sonny, you take care.
Thank you.
And you have a
you too.
great December.
Thank you.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
much.
you too. Merry Christmas, guys.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Take care.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Good night, bye.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Sonny Salceda. That was an awesome interview. When we get started speaking to these artists, they just bring up all kinds of good stuff.
They do.
We normally slot these interviews for about, 15, 30 minutes, but this one took an hour. And the same thing we did with Paul Rodriguez.
Yes.
And some interviews go a whole hour, and we just want to, continue the interview because we're getting some great information. This is the behind the scenes.
Yeah. You get to learn a lot about them.
Yeah.
As an artist, as a person, and it's really interesting. Yeah.
Absolutely, because a lot of the people that listen, that follow Tejano music, an artist by the song that you download or a concert that you see.
Right.
But that's it. That's all you know about that person. Right. And we here at Tremendo Thursdays try to, bring that artist to an interview so that they can, let feel comfortable, and they can speak about other things that they're into, and to know that he was not an accordion player from the beginning. I did not know, and his style is represented with his rock background when he plays the accordion.
Yeah.
It's aggressive and it's in your face, and that's what I love about Sonny Salceda.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like that, his personality, laid back, was not what I expected at all.
Real cool, calm, and collected.
Yes.
But when it's time to hit that stage, you see a different side, and it's an awesome side. So once again, thank you very much going out to Sonny Salceda. Hopefully we'll run into him sometime soon. And that's going to do it for Tremendo Thursdays on My Rocket Radio Latino. Make sure you follow the page and let everyone know where the Tremendo Thursday party goes down on My Rocket Radio. Also, make sure you follow the Poodle Party Show on Tuesdays with DJ Emre, DJ Shut It Down. I'm sorry, DJ Jumpman and Shut It Down on the MIC. And until next time, hopefully we'll be all in the studio next week, and we'll see we have another interview lined up for you. There's plenty of artists that we have interested in doing an interview. We just got to reach out to them and get it situated. And hopefully we'll let everyone know what's happening next Thursday. And hopefully we'll see little Frankie in the studio next week. But until next time, guys, that's going to do it. Remember one thing, life is a party. Life is a party. Celebrate every minute of it. Until next time, y'all have a good night.
Take care and have a great weekend.
I wonder if we'll ever find a party that lasts all night. There's a vibe in the city I've never felt before in my life. Let's all rush and flow, make a big time after show party, yeah. If we're gonna get it right, gotta hold each other tight tonight. And the people of the world say, oye baby, oye mami, ¿dónde está la after party? Oye baby, oye mami, ¿dónde está la after party?
Where's that after party? Man, this is an awesome song.
You offered a ride, a pleasant surprise.